Look how long this hair is. Hello, everyone. We started early.
Yeah.
Like, see, that's only, when did I do it? 2 weeks ago? 3?
Yeah, maybe 3.
That's already, that's like, that's a haircut already.
Yeah, it looks so good. The hoop earrings, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to go a red lip. I was going to actually put some makeup on for Nats. What do you reckon? Because I'm fucking obsessed.
Yeah.
But I thought it might be creepy. It might be too much.
I think there are a lot of mums around the country who might put on a red lip for a bit, and that's what I reckon.
You know what? I've had 2 friends who shall remain nameless, one of whom is quite, shall we say, a significant figure in the community, text me today going, oh my God, is that dude single? Now, I'm not going to get into that because #sexual harassment, but I'm just saying in the ether, he's quite a popular lad.
Oh, my word. And yesterday I spoke to a gentleman from the Sydney Morning Herald about the podcast.
Yes.
And this is, as far as I can make out, a cis hetero fellow. He had his kids there and we were whinging about homeschooling and everything Welcome to Hell is about. And then when I mentioned, and that's what I reckon, I mean, little squeal. Squeal, yeah.
Totally. And I mean no disrespect because, you know, without tooting our own horns too much, we've had some pretty good guests on.
Yeah, we know people.
We know some people. Our black books combined are quite good.
Yeah.
And that's what I reckon. I personally haven't been more excited for a long time.
I know. It's really fun, isn't it? And that's what I said to him when I sent him a message, because I had just read this article about how Dave Grohl had emailed him.
Yes. And Yael Stone.
Yeah. So it made me really self-conscious. So, and of course, I just think for people like him that I'm just such an old fart that he would not have know who I am or anything like that. So I sent this message going, hi, look, I'm not Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, I don't know Dave Grohl. But I've had just so many people send me links and you're just making so many people happy. And I just wonder if you'd be interested, you know. And he was so lovely.
Side note, that's the difference between you and I as well, because my first thought was, I mean, I would not expect him to know me, but I'm like, thank fuck he'll know who Michelle is. And then I want to do it because I'm like, I really want to talk to him. Like, I just actually want, this is someone, when I come across someone like that where I think I want to know more about you, to be honest, it's quite rare. Like, where I actually think I want to ask you questions and get to know more about where you're coming from. But with him, I was like, you've intrigued me.
You're so right. You are so right. It's yes, I'm such an asshole. There are very few people that I am actually interested in.
Not enough. Stop that right now.
No, you know, I can be a bit of about that sort of stuff. I can be a bit like, oh, really? Do I have to go and see that person backstage at their concert? But that's what I reckon. I was like, oh, God, how exciting. Now, he is ready. Are you ready? Get your shit together.
I'm totally ready. I'm ready. I was born ready.
Yeah, but calm down. Just be cool, right? Be cool. Okay, I made his carbonara last night. Okay. That's what I reckon. Hi.
Hello.
What's going on? How you going?
We've been talking about you already, and Michelle told me to calm the fuck down. I'm basically offended by, so I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. But nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, don't be quiet. But just be yourself. She's very good in these chats. Nellie's my organised friend. She's always got a plan. She knows what she's doing. And Nellie has been sort of, you know, at home and homeschooling one of her daughters for ages, and she's been cooking a lot and putting the photos online and everything. Me, no. But you've got me cooking, Matt.
Say again?
You've got me cooking, mate.
Ripper.
Yeah. Like this bitch doesn't cook.
Nah.
So,
is that right?
No, this is good. The fact that if I can take the credit, Nat, I saw one of your clips. It was your potato
and leek soup.
Yeah.
And I love long story short, I love swearing. You don't need to know why, but I just do.
Right.
So I love swearing and I love food. And I'm like, Michelle had been having a hard day, and I sent it to her. I said, you're probably seeing this all the time. You know, when shit comes through your feeds all the time, you're like, whatever, you ignore it. I said, this is your ISO homework. You have to watch this. 1, the swearing. 2, you might fucking cook something.
There you go.
And tick.
You made it.
Yeah. Are you getting that? I mean, you know this is happening, right? You're like you're the hero of ISO. You know that's happening.
I don't know about that.
No.
I do know that, I know people are cooking the dishes. It's pretty rad. It's very exciting seeing people post heaps of pictures about it and send me messages. It's very uplifting.
Where did you come from, man? Where have you come
Who the fuck are you? Like, seriously, what's going on here? You're like a phenomenon.
Yeah.
What happened?
In what respect?
Well, like, are you a comedian or are you a chef or are you like well, I've never seen you before in my life, and then it feels like all of a sudden every human being I've ever met in my life sent me links of you in the space of 3 days and said, this guy's making me happy. He's the only thing that's making me happy.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. That's fucking cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. It's blown up in a big way in the last couple of weeks. The last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been doing this video thing for ages, almost 10 years or something. I am a stand-up as well. I do stand-up comedy. I actually had a tour booked, doing like a stand-up tour. I've got like a multimedia thing. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, just that all hit the bricks.
We do.
When everyone. Well, yeah, that's not going on at the moment. Anyway, it's So yeah, this was my replacement fill for that. It's like, well, fuck it, I'll just cook some food. It's not like I'm bloody going outside, am I? So.
But Nat, can I get ooga booga with you for a sec? Like, I know it's early, but I'm just going to go to I'm going to Dr. Phil it for a second.
Yeah, righto.
It seems to me, because you know Michelle and I both stand up, so we know that what that grind is like and the live thing and all the rest of it. It seems to me this is like a weirdly fortunate turn of events. Not that it's awful. I mean, it's still awful that your tour got cancelled, but I would guess on balance that the traction that you're getting from these ISO videos is far greater than you would have gotten, albeit from a wonderful live show.
Yeah, fucking oath, for sure. That's the absolute truth. Yeah, it's been rescheduled. It wasn't cancelled. It's just a bit of a heartbreaker.
Yes.
Been working for a long time to get that to happen, and then to have it all kind of ripped away in a big hurry. It was a bit heartbreaking, but I still make videos. I'm fucking making videos of myself in the shower sometimes. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, and it's certainly not going to stop because I'm stuck inside.
And when your live tour does go ahead, we're going to be playing, I have no doubt, to hundreds and thousands instead of 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, hundreds.
Yeah. So I think our rooms were booked for I think the biggest one was for 300, and now I think we're looking to book some bigger stuff, which is fucking throwing me in the deep end. But bring it on! I'm pumped.
Bring it on. TV show. You've got to have a TV show. I love people who swear so much, and I love it when someone swears in front of me. It makes me relax. As soon as somebody drops that first F-bomb or, God, ideally a C-bomb, to me, I'm just like, oh, thank fuck. I can relax. I know that I'm not going to accidentally do it and upset somebody or show myself up or, I just relax and I go, oh, I can be myself and this is a relaxed person and everything's going to be okay,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. I'll often force myself into that relaxation. I'll just fucking start swearing when I shouldn't.
And the idea
trying to test the waters, see if people are relaxing.
Yeah. Swearing at the food, mate. And you're not even mad at it. That's what I love. It's just like, I love that.
But this is what people misunderstand about, I have a whole complicated backstory thesis about class and swearing and stratification in Australia, which will bore the shit out of everyone. But being an ABC kind of person, most of the media work I've done is on the ABC. You're not allowed to swear. And when you do live stuff, people are weirded out that you're swearing because they're used to like ABC Nelly. You know,
of course, yeah.
Like comedian. But that's what I love about it is that it cuts through when you say, oh, the fucking leek, who cares if it's a leek or an onion? People go, oh, normal person.
Yeah.
Like it actually like, takes the pressure down where you go, this is not a two-hatted Michelin fucking star dude who's day and you know, he's just going to show me how to make soup.
Yeah.
That's it. Far fucking from it. Far from it.
What's your background, Nat? Where's this swearing come from?
Well, there's a big answer, that one.
Go on then.
We got time, mate. We got time. We're just drinking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to analyse what I'm willing to let rip here.
Hey,
it's been a big event.
Woo, let it all rip, mate.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, I've had a pretty wild life, I think. I don't know. I was raised in a pretty straight. I suppose I was born into a pretty straight household. Not straight, but kind of very Christian household. Like I grew up in the Hillsong Church.
No swearing.
No, it's not popular there. No, at least not at church. And
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I'm just going to assume that you bet that was sarcastic. I'm assuming it's not popular around the Hillsong table to swear.
No, at least not in the 80s. But yeah, I don't know what it's like now. But it's I've had a gnarly journey. I ended up leaving the church and I've had some wild times. I've almost fucking died of tuberculosis. That makes you swear a bit. I had one of my lungs removed. Well, most of it. There's a few sweary moments in there. Had a lot of mental health problems. You know, that gets you going, gets you fucking effing and jeffing.
Fucking oath it does. I did read, because I'm the researcher of the two. Michelle rocks up, but she does all the tech, so it's fair. I did read today that you had a lung removed.
Yeah, most of it.
So was that TB related? Like what?
That's right. Yeah.
Fuck.
On a few sorted other activities to do with my lungs, I'm sure it helped contribute. But yes, the vast majority of that damage was done by tuberculosis. Yeah.
Where does a young bloke like you get tuberculosis?
In India. I got it. Well, we're pretty sure that's where I got it. Went over with my dad when I was a bit younger, and kind of lay dormant in me for a while until I got crook with a bunch of other shit, and that. I don't know, you can crap on about it for ages. It's just a bummer and unlucky, but I got it. I got it good too.
I got it very good if you had some of your lung cut out.
Yeah, that happened later on. I got better from the TB. I did the quarantine. It's not my fucking first rodeo here.
No.
Got better. But the lung just wasn't happy and ended up with just complications from it, and they had to rip it out. I'm glad they did because it's heaps better now. That's like 10 years ago now, I think.
So you can breathe easier?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Otherwise, you'd be like one of our very sort of immunosuppressed people right now, wouldn't you? If you had one dicky lung.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal for me to be, licking handrails, but it's at the same time, it's
no.
I don't think it would fare well if I got it, but I don't think anyone's having a great time. But yeah, it's certainly not a massive problem. I'm not out of shape or anything these days, so I'm pretty all right.
Well,
but yeah,
what else did you do to your lung though? I feel like there was other stuff. Were you inhaling anything problematic?
Yeah, I used to smoke a lot of bongs when I was younger. Yeah, gave that a red hot go for a while. But I'd cut that out by that time. But yeah, look, it's I did smoke a bit around then. I don't do that anymore.
Well,
you'd be surprised the amount of people that fucking still get into it. There's a respiratory ward is in business because of durries. They're fucking. There's plenty of people in there. with a lung removed that keep going.
Oh no, I can't sit here pretending to be a saint and say that I'm not on occasion one of those people. I have on occasion hidden in the back shed because I won't smoke in front of my children.
Hidden in the shed.
Sitting in the shed with petrol and other things around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be there doing it too. If it wasn't for them fucking my lung off, I'd probably be having a doughy as well. So it's probably like a blessing in disguise that they got rid of it, because I'd love a doughy.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something? Because I saw this brings together food and lungs. Because I saw that you had, because of your lung issue, you know, over the last however many years, lost 23 kilos or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the other night, which
had me
absolutely irate, that OptiSlim or one of those fucking, you know, milkshake replacement places are now advertising using the express words immune system, like your immune system. They are clearly basically saying, hey, fatties, you're going to get corona.
Nothing's better for your immune system like starving yourself on fucking shakes.
Exactly. So, fuck you, predatory capitalism, asshole. All that shit doesn't work. But can you talk to us in that beautiful, non-shaming way about like what you can eat and be healthy, maybe even lose weight, but just be healthy?
You can eat anything you like. It just depends how much you're eating of it. That's the whole thing that worked out for me. I tried all these fucking weird diets. I went on a keto diet.
Oh, I've done keto. Oh,
holy fuck. Jesus Christ. There's a reason that's designed for people with epilepsy and not for like, I mean, originally I'm pretty sure that diet is designed for people that suffer epilepsy, or I think it has positive results for people with diabetes or because of your insulin levels are, you have to deal with less when you've got less carbohydrates. But for the general public, I'm pretty sure it's not that fucking great for you to have that much fat.
Well, and the amount of focus on food that it requires. I mean, like any thing I notice whenever I go on one of those things, like all you do is think about what you can and can't eat, which can't be really healthy.
Well, that's the thing. So that's what started me on that fucking journey. It was like I worked out from, funnily enough.
I just love when you say fucking, sorry.
It's nice that I can swear.
It's funny.
No, you must swear, please. That's why you must.
All right, I fucking oath. All right. Well, that's how I learned about like what shit I was allowed to have, because I remember there's a macronutrients kind of scale. I downloaded the MyFitnessPal. I remember the keto thing is you have to have a certain percentage and a certain grammage of carbohydrates and fats and so I worked that out, and then I worked out that like it didn't really matter how much fucking bacon and cheese bloody pies you can eat on keto. You're not going to lose any weight unless you count your calories.
Yeah.
So I did lose a shitload of weight on keto, but like anyone starving themselves will lose heaps of weight. And anyway, blah, blah, blah. But I got into the counting calories. But hitting the fucking shit out of the gym for a while and being like, this fucking pushing shit uphill. And then as soon as I got a bit obsessed with it for a while. But it's nice. You can just eat whatever the fuck I want. Seem to have come good.
Occasionally I lose it with just like one little thing will tip me over
That's right.
into pushing shit up a hill.
Yeah.
It's true. Can I try and summarize? Are you essentially saying you've just got to eat whatever you want but less of it?
Well, the basic science of the energy in and energy out of your body is the only unarguable weight loss routine that means you can fucking eat whatever you want. Whether you want to eat, a lot of those calories into just eating fucking snakes alive, it's a very small meal. Or you want to actually eat something good for you, you can get a lot more meal out of your fucking day. That's what I found about keto was like, geez, holy fuck, you can't have much of that shit.
As much, yeah. Are you eating more, less, or same in ISO?
I'm probably eating a bit more, but I've made those because now you can't go to the gym, so I'm doing the walk that everyone's on, that militant fucking walk. So I go and do a couple of laps of the oval down the road every day, and
Yeah.
I am eating more. But now, like, fucking cooking's turned into kind of my job. So.
Yes.
And I live in a big house here with like 8 people, so we all feed each other a lot, and there's a lot to cook, and so you eat a lot.
Oh, lucky people. God, lucky people. So where does the cooking come from then? Is that, do you have a professional background in cooking? Is that a family thing?
Yeah, my dad's a cook. He's a trained cook in the very fancy Ritz Hotel in Paris. He learned to cook.
He's a chef. He's
not a chef. He's a cook. He didn't
really?
He didn't go the whole chef route. He did the study there, but didn't go the full fucking ticket.
I didn't even know that chef was like a.
It's like the degree of cooking. Yeah.
Okay. So he's a cook. He's a very good cook.
Well, that's how he described it. He'd say, "I'm not a chef. I'm a cook." So.
Yeah. So he taught you as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, he's just always been incredible with food. So I've kind of borrowed a lot from him and learned a bunch from him. He's a really good teacher. So I've learned a bunch from him, but a lot of it has been just from I just love eating. So I've just spent years and years, particularly after when I got sick. After the lung thing, I didn't really, was kind of drowning, just sitting still, kind of unable to breathe heaps. So I did spend a lot of time cooking and spend a lot of time at home. So I fucking got stuck into that.
Yeah.
Questions.
Can I just ask, is your dad still in the Hillsong Church? Or
no,
is
not.
Okay, so is he the sort of bloke who would tell a jar of sauce to fuck off? Or is that just, he'd fed himself to fuck right off?
Yeah, I don't reckon he'd be scared to, no. Yeah. He's not a big jar sauce kind of fella.
Yeah, right.
He'll make you a good jar sauce, though.
Yeah, because you've got me really just talking at the food, too, as I go. And then I don't even have a jar of sauce, so I'm telling them to fuck off at the shops. Yes, I know. I'm feeling really sort of arrogant as I'm shopping now, even though there's viruses everywhere I go. I'm really anxious at Coles. But as I'm there, I'm sort of sniggering at the canned soup in particular. I'm like, fuck off. So up myself now, Matt.
Yeah, I've turned people into kind of jar oppressors.
Real assholes. That's what you turned.
Oh, no, you haven't turned me completely. I've got some. There's going to be part of this discussion where there's some pushback, Matt.
Yeah, what jar is it?
No, it's not a jar. All right.
Okay.
Well, first question that I have big question marks about is universal onion strategy. So it doesn't matter if it's a leek, doesn't matter if it's a white onion, doesn't matter if it's a brown onion, doesn't matter if it's a red onion. I hope you're right, but if you are right, I'm furious. Because every fucking chef on TV has been telling me for 20 years that I need to have 75 varieties of onion, and if I don't, I'll fuck the recipe.
I know. It's like when we were growing up and there was like a potato. A potato is a potato is a potato. Now it's like, oh, no, what if I've got the wrong kind of potato for matching?
This, you've got to fry this one. You've got to, is an onion an onion?
I know.
Well, I mean, you can enter that headspace. It depends how delicate a puritanical cook you feel like being that day. I mean, you can look for the perfect Dutch cream potato to make the perfect roasted potato, or you can just not give a fuck and get on with it. I don't think it matters with a lot of stuff. That's kind of been the direction I've wanted to take. I am a bit that way sometimes with things, and I think that's what's I've had to calm down a bit. It's just been a bit of a lesson for myself, being a bit like, fuck it, none of this matters. I can't be fucked. I hate teaching people shit. So I'm just fucking just whatever. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't fucking matter. And I was thinking, that doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, shit, the onion's too big. Who fucking cares? Unless you throw the whole thing in.
It doesn't matter enough to fret about. One thing that I've discovered, along with your mind-blowing revelation about the onions, which has been weighing heavily on me now. The other thing I've discovered in this ISO period is that you can buy fucking chopped frozen onion.
Yes.
That's a very kind of family barbecue, Westie barbecue move.
I didn't
Mate, fuck up.
Sorry?
I said, I'm a Westie, mate. Fuck up.
Yeah, so am I. I'm way back, mate. No, I'm punching sideways here, not down.
Bulldog class, mate.
Doggies.
Yes.
So
That's
frozen veg. Let's get real on the frozen veg front.
Mm.
So I'm going frozen onion, totally fine.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, sweet. If that's
Sweet.
if you want to eat that.
Who cares?
I mean, fresh peas are pretty fucking expensive, so I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Draw the line. Tick.
Yeah, tick.
Frozen broccoli, I'm saying no.
Yeah, I don't think I've had frozen broccoli. I probably have. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds. I mean, frozen's less bad. I think I'm not super worried about frozen veg. It's all veg.
Frozen veggies are almost as good.
Yeah.
Nutrient-wise they are, but I'll tell you what, you try and steam a frozen broccoli.
I find frozen carrot never quite comes good. It's always a bit wet. Don't you find that?
Well, I think it's because they've been cooked beforehand. Isn't that kind of what's going on? I don't know.
Do you know what I'm getting? This very strong sense that you do not give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, no.
So I'll move to my next question.
Oh, I mean, I just don't give. I don't. You know, it doesn't matter what you fucking have.
Mate, you cannot get the mums of Australia interested and then not give a fuck, mate.
Go whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't give a fuck in the respect. I don't give a fuck in the respect that I don't mind what you do. You know, do whatever you like, eat whatever you want. You know,
right? Totally. Except that I've watched your videos and gone, okay, Nat's got some insight that I don't have. Teach me, Nat. Fucking teach me.
Milk in the bolognese. That's the trick.
Milk in the bolognese. What?
Yeah. That upset a lot of people.
No, he did. I'll question it, but I'll go with it.
Yeah, it's a fucking ripper move. It's pissed a lot of people off too. Laughing like fucking righto. Just milk's upset you. Literally having a tear over fucking milk.
I know people put instant coffee in his bolognese. How do you feel about that?
I feel excited to try it.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to expand?
I've seen Vegemite. It's been an old classic hit.
Yeah, I've been finding casserole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a hard dose of salt, really, isn't it?
Salt, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going in terms of obviously, I mean, if you're listening or watching and you use fucking Domino in a jar, knock yourself out, couldn't give a shit. I personally don't. But I do use on occasion a curry paste.
Mm. Well, like Thai curry paste?
Like a Thai curry. If I can't be fucked, make it my own.
Well, making Thai curry paste is a bit of a fucking operation.
It's an operation. So you're not against.
No, I don't have a problem with Thai curry paste, no.
Okay, good. I'm just getting the...
Thank Christ. Thank you.
I mean, if Dolmio bring out a Thai curry paste, I've got a problem with it. But until then, I'm sure right.
And 10% lemongrass.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, if you can be bothered, I reckon go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand curry is a bit of a funny one because you can bug around for ages with curry. And I like doing that. I like going fucking bananas in the spice rack. But the Thai curry paste takes a bit of patience.
Okay, well, let me put this to you, Nat. What's your personal situation? Now I'm being rude, okay? Because I'm just an old lady, and I'm prying into the life of a young man who I've developed a fascination with, and I'm being rude. What is your personal situation, Nat? Is there a partner in your life? I mean, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, me and her run the channel together, so she does.
The lady behind the camera.
Yeah, she films it, and I do all the editing, and she does all the designing. She designs all the T-shirts and my logo, and helps me manage all the emails and messages and stuff, or as much as we can at the moment. We've kind of, So she's.
Cook, or do you do all the cooking?
No, oh, yeah, she cooks a little bit, but I'm a bit of a fucking bulldozer in the kitchen. I'm just like, how about this? How about we have that? How about we have this? And she's just like, fucking no, go for it.
Yep, stay in your lane, babe. Yep.
And Tugler, I mean, if you were in a relationship with you, why would you cook?
Yeah.
Seriously, why would you?
Suits me.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it suits me. I fucking love cooking, so.
So you've got 6 housemates, is that right? 8 housemates. So how does that work with ISO?
It's just a very populated isolation, I suppose.
So none of them leave the house, or like how does it work?
Yeah, it's lots of everyone's very got their head screwed on, and it's a very high achieving human. So we're all, we sit and have conversations about what we will and won't do, and so we all stay comfortable with each other. I have a flatmate who's pregnant at the moment too, so it's extra. It's about being pretty careful, so we're all on the same page. But that that stuff changes as things come, and we have another chat. It's pretty good.
I like grown-ups.
Yeah.
Wow. It's interesting.
How old are you, speaking of grown-ups?
Look at you. You're a young-looking guy. You've got the tats, and you're swearing and the long hair and the whole scenario. Yeah. It would be so easy to stereotype you and possibly some of your flatmates as one of the fuckwits who'd be down at Bondi.
Yeah, not at Bondi, no, Gordon's Bay.
But everyone's just like working it out as a household, acknowledging that you've got a pregnant housemate. You also, presumably with one lung, at least have to think about corona a bit more than others.
Yeah.
And are you putting on each other's nerves, or is it all hunky-dory?
No, so far so good. I'm still living out of my bag at the moment. So me and my partner are just subletting at this place, but we're moving out in a couple of weeks. But for the moment, great time to move house. Let me tell you, holy fuck! Can anyone help me move? No.
Bring the ute around? No, mate.
I drive one of those too. Thank fuck. Anyway,
where are you? Going? Where are you going?
Just down the road. An apartment down the road, not far.
Okay, just the two of
you. It's a good time to rent though. It's cheap.
Yeah. Plus, there'll be no traffic. Looking for the upsides.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's good.
You film in though? Is that your shared house kitchen that you're filming in?
It is at the moment. Yeah.
That's a sweet looking kitchen.
Great kitchen. Yeah. It looks like a set, actually. It looks like a great set.
It does look like a set. It looks like a bloody, dare I say, Jamie Oliver kind of set.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood.
A lot of wood and a lot of exposed, like not a lot of open cupboards. Like it's all open.
Couple of dangling pans. Yeah.
We love a dangling pan and a young man.
Dangling pan and a swearing young man.
Word. I have to ask Kick D, who's watching us, wants to know how old you are, because I asked that before, but I think and we didn't get an answer. And Kick and I, it's a very good question. Yes.
Yeah, I don't usually tell people how old I am. It's one of the parts of my privacy I like to keep. But I'll tell you that I'm in my 30s. How about that?
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. And somebody else was looking forward to the end of the Bolognese this week. Is that a part 2 coming this week? Is it?
No, it's called End of Days Bolognese. So if the world ends, it may turn up.
No, you're right. I think they're looking forward to. No, you're right. They're looking forward to trying End of Days Bolognese. And I think today, did you drop a video today that was lamb, or did someone send it to me?
No, I did today. I dropped it at midday today. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a lamb shoulder.
Which is
love a shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm the worst Buddhist in the world. Everyone thinks I'm vegetarian, Bub, because I'm Buddhist. But I was vegetarian before I had my babies, and then the IVF doctor said to me, "Can you eat some meat while we're trying to get you pregnant?" And I was like, "Oh gosh, okay." That was 11 years ago, and I have never become vegetarian again. I've tried. I just can't quite.
You've been pregnant for a very long time.
Oh my God, I can't quite quit it. But I always say, Tibetans are not vegetarian, very little known. And His Holiness the Dalai Lama is not actually vegetarian. So that's my defense. But do you ever cook veg? Oh, well, you cooked vegetarian. Your potato and leek soup was vegetarian.
Yeah, I made a couple of veggie things. I don't eat meat for every meal, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I like the I'll try and make some more vegan stuff down the line, I think. Just a couple
Vegan.
of
Hughesy's full vegan now. Hughesy went full vegan like about 6 months ago. But he's rich. Like, it's easy to be vegan when you're rich because he just pays other people to make his food all the time. Like, how do you be vegan? That seems like really hard to me.
I suppose it depends what you're making.
Well, but I do think when all my friends who've gone vegan, and there's a few, they end up just eating bread, basically. They eat bread and pasta.
Tater tots.
Tater tots. And so Hughesy, it's one thing. If you can get, as you say, if you can throw money at it, that's a different scenario. Yeah. But fuck me, it takes a lot of commitment to be healthy and vegan.
No, like, I've got a job, man, you know?
Yeah. Can I ask another food question that's on the related track? So I have got a suppressed immune system condition, and she's gluten-free, which is like death to food as far as I'm concerned. So I've tried various. I've got some props here, Nat.
All right. Yeah.
I've tried this shit. And
gluten-free muffin mix.
Does it taste like sand?
What did you say?
Does it taste like sand?
I mean, sand is generous. Like, one of my favorite jokes, which I saw, it would have been 15 years ago, I reckon, this young kid doing raw comedy, and he's got up, and this, of course, 15 years ago, there's not a lot of stuff in the news about gluten, but it had just sort of started, like the gluten-free stuff. He's going, so I went to a party the other day, and I was like, it was gluten-free. He's like, I was wondering, what is this gluten? He's going, I know what it is. It's essential. And I was like, I've always now that I have to cook gluten-free for my kid, I'm like trying like bread recipes, pastry. Yeah. It's just disgusting. Can you help?
Can I help?
You can't, can you?
Well, with gluten-free, there's not a great deal of like pasta and bread going on, is there?
Do you know what? The pasta from the shop's not bad. Like, the gluten-free pasta is probably the best, but the bread and the muffins and the cakes and oh my god, like, what's the point?
How does you go with sourdough? You eat sourdough? I know there's very little gluten there. Yeah, a lot less, right?
Is it? I didn't know that. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have sourdough.
Yeah. What else are you going to make that's gluten-free? What do you mean? You can have curry. You can make chili. Make a bowl of chili. Fucking oath. Love that shit.
You mean like beef chili?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, if you eat meat, you don't have to put beef in it, but yeah. I like beef and turkey chili. That's actually like one of my my favourite kind of weight loss foods. If I'm trying to like knock a few kilos off, I'll make chili.
Mince.
Sorry?
Are we talking turkey mince?
Yeah, you can use turkey mince. You can use beef mince. You could probably use lamb mince. It might taste a bit funny, but it just tastes like lamb. But yeah.
Well, this is another food question I have for you, because you're well known, shall I say, for just whatever fucking stock should like one of your memes. But I'm like, hang on, if I make a leek and potato soup with chicken stock as opposed to beef stock, that is going to taste a lot different.
Oh, can I tell you, I am a slut for chicken stock.
Yeah, good shit.
It's so good.
Everything.
You know, there's a veggie chicken stock that's like a vegan chicken stock, the Masswell one. That's fucking unreal.
Really?
Yeah,
So
if you've got a
cube. You're happy with the stock cube?
Oh, but not they make a liquid stock. That's
in the carton.
Yeah, they'll do the liquid stock. It's just the kind of chickeny veggie stock, really. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Do that? No meat chemicals.
Yeah, probably.
Something good. Something great. Just now, I'm veering wildly, but I also wanted to ask you what your favourite sandwich is.
Favourite sandwich? Peanut butter sandwich.
Yum! Oh God! On white bread with butter.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Babe, yum.
That's good. You want to know something radical?
Yeah.
You, Michelle, you don't even know this. I did not eat peanut butter until I was 33.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How was that?
We just didn't have it.
You just didn't like it, or you just like,
I don't know.
no, I'll get to that later kind of thing?
It was just not, it was not something, I don't know if it hadn't made it to rural Western Australia.
Yeah.
I think there were kids who had it, but we just never, it was never a thing. We didn't have it.
I was thinking about that the other day when I made your carbonara, Nat, because I'd never eaten carbonara for some reason until I was an adult. And then I was in Melbourne because Melbourne's a big Italian town. But you know what? I bought the packet mix that you were so mad at the other day. It's the worst, as you say, the worst of all, like jars and all that. But I didn't know what it was meant to be, carbonara. So I was making it for years with this awful powder and cream and all this shit. And then I finally found out what carbonara was meant to be, and I made it from scratch, you know. And when you say, you know, cream, you don't eat it. And I was like, as I was cooking it last night, and I was like thinking to myself, cream, you don't eat it. You know, I was
get in the bin.
Get rid of
I'm
it.
still putting cream in, but you don't need it.
Well, there's the cream pasta sauce that's much like it called Boscaiola, which is the cream one of those that I think people get mixed up, the mushroom and bacon with the white wine and cream thing. That's fucking unreal. But yeah, it doesn't need it. It's not like the world's not going to fucking explode if you put cream in carbonara.
Right. My daughter. I was saying to my daughter, this is what Italian mums make their kids for, like toasted sandwiches, like a basic quick meal, you know, like a lovely.
Yeah, don't know much.
Yeah. So how does the comedy work at a live gig? When we come and see That's What I Reckon, okay, and we love him because he's the guy who convinced us to swear at our cans of soup and to fuck off our jars of pasta sauce. When we come and see That's What I Reckon live, how does this work?
I mean, you get a beer or something, you have a seat.
Yeah.
I'll come out of stage.
Done, wine, I've got a seat, then what?
I'm being a dickhead. The show doesn't have a great deal of cooking in it. I'm not sure how the venues would feel about me just cooking a meal, but the show was written before the cooking thing. But I mean, I'm trying to keep it interesting here. I've got a couple of months before we kick it off. So the show itself looks like I make so many types of fucking videos. I make like these crazy face swaps with an old bloke's face. I do the gym with the tees thing, and so I do a bit of gym. We do a bit of like a walkthrough of the shit that's going on with me and the stupid shit I've done on camera. Then we rip into some dumb shit on Instagram, like inspirational garbage, and then I play videos that I've spent months kind of making. So I've put it's like videos and then stand up and some videos and then a beer and a hangout and another video and some more stand up. I'll do some musical stuff as well. But yeah, I won't give too much away.
But Dave, can I tell you how much money? Can I tell you, in the olden days when I was in radio, I went to some of these like fancy like hotels where Gordon Ramsay would be performing in inverted commas, and he would entertain us in between courses, right? Obviously everyone out the back was actually cooking, but he would cook the course in front of us, and then we'd all eat it, right? You could be doing things like that too now. I would pay hundreds of dollars to come and watch you do that and laugh and then eat the food and spend that time with you. So I feel like there's this whole other world that's open to you now to be able to do that stuff if you wanted to as well, because I feel like you are this great intersection. This is what I love about you as well, honestly. You're the intersection between the reality of Australia and the bullshit fucking entertainment industry of Australia. It's like you're where all the executives will be looking at you now going, oh, God, okay, Australia loves this guy. He swears a lot.
Yeah.
How am I going to try and make money out of this guy? Because everyone's going to want to grab you and own you and be the person who can claim credit for discovering you. And yet they've got to deal with the fact that your whole shtick is about swearing at food.
Can I give you an example of that? I won't name who it was, but a colleague that I worked with on ABC Radio played a clip of yours the other day on radio.
Uh-huh.
And of course, being Radio National or ABC Radio, whichever one it was, they had to edit out all of your swearing. And I thought the classic example, bless you, because Auntie ABC, I fucking love you, but this is a classic example of what's wrong. It's like the reason we love this guy is because he talks like normal people talk. He talks like
Gordon Ramsay. That's Gordon Ramsay's whole shtick is, holding up a piece of chicken in someone's face and saying, "You fucking could have killed someone." That's exact.
But it's almost like it's a bit like going back to the bloody gluten-free, fucking sugar-free mix. It's like, just don't eat the muffin. Either make the muffin and enjoy that muffin. Like put that on and enjoy that in all his glory. Or just say, that's not for my listeners.
Mate,
it's a kind of separate joke in and of itself, I think. Like, you beeping the swearing out is a kind of a whole other section of comedy, which I love. It's just, I get a massive laugh out of listening to myself censor it. It's really funny. Because most of it's beeping.
Yeah.
Can I do something really annoying, but I'm going to do it anyway because, we probably won't talk again. And that is like, as a old lady comedian, can I just say with the show that was supposed to go ahead and didn't, that show is not set in stone. And if I were you, just putting a business hat on as well as a creative hat as well as a human being dealing with life-changing events hat, I would be going, don't be afraid to change that show. And that doesn't mean that you chuck out the stuff that you love about it. But if I come to your show, I want to see you cook. I want to see you make a sandwich. Like, you don't have to cook a bloody lamb roast shoulder or something, but I would be finding some way to incorporate food into that show.
I need hanging pans, mate. I need hanging pans.
Yeah, I need some hanging pans.
Yeah. And you'll have the budget now.
Yes.
Like, it's a different thing when you have to do all that on your own, but someone should be able to help you have a bloody induction cooktop and
oh my God, I need to
curry sauce.
I need to see you spin at the beginning of the show with your hair. Oh my God.
Like, even a NutriBullet, mate, you don't even have to cook, but throw a smoothie together. Like, there's got to be, there's an expectation, I think, because you have you're a classic overnight success when you've been going for a decade. Like, we get that. Michelle and I both get that. But for a lot of people, it'll be like, this is how I know this guy.
And also because we know you from this really painful, I can't tell you, this has been like one of the most painful periods of my life. I swear to God, it's so hard. And you're one of the brightest parts of this for me, I swear. And right. And so there'll be a moment where I'll be sitting in a theater or a fucking hotel or somewhere, and I'll see you and I'll just be like, so moved, because I'll think, there he is, that guy who was just the bright spot in my day so many times,
Thanks.
How do you, because I know you've done, which I really appreciate and done a bit myself. Like, I love that you do stuff on mental health. And stuff, and especially on masculinity. Like, fucking hell, can we please have that conversation in Australia? But how do you feel? Like, are you able to actually take that in and go, you are, and I mean this 100% hand on heart, you're actually changing people's lives?
Yeah.
Like, can you actually see that yet?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's hard to soak it all in properly. I do try to do that. It's pretty overwhelming, but I don't have the highest regard for myself, I suppose. So it's a bit hard to really, truly enjoy those things or even see them properly when you're not the biggest fan of yourself. I kind of don't believe my own bullshit a bit, You're kind of like, you guys just think I'm great kind of thing. That's, I do have some very adoring, caring friends and people around me that are like, this is great. People think you're great. And I find it it's really lovely and it's really touching. But I don't think I truly soak it in It's nice because I'm not trying to fucking fix anyone or do anything like that. I'm just trying to.
You're not trying, which is why it works.
Absolutely. You know what? Yeah, you're not offering some bullshit hashtag blessed. You're not
doing a vagina scented candle and trying to pretend that is fucking women's liberation. Like, it's you just being you. But let me ask you this on that note. Why do you think, like, you've got two people in front of you from your own industry who have never met you before, who get sent videos, up the jacksie, like, constantly?
The jacksie.
Why do you think that both of us are excited to talk to you?
God, you, because you enjoy my videos.
Yeah, but I mean, she's so right. I never look at videos, Bub. People send me a link, 1,000 links a day, and I'd seen yours, and I'd never turn the volume on. Like, I'd another one, whatever. Yeah. I saw you twirling, and I was like, whatever. Turn the volume on. Turn the volume on. Watch it.
I should have that in text on the.
Yes, you should.
Turn the fucking volume on.
But not just that. I think it's what I'm trying to say, and I can tell you're uncomfortable, so I'll move off it in a minute. But I'm trying to say to you that I think in those moments, and I get it, but in those moments where you kind of go, oh, fuck, this is no big deal. And on one level, you're right. It is no big deal. You're just a guy cooking whatever. You're funny. You swear. It's great. On another level, it's actually a really big deal because we are not used to authenticity in public life. And whether you like it or not, you're in public life now. Yeah. And authenticity allows other people to be authentic as well and wherever they are at. And that is such a gift. Like, it really is a gift, especially for mental health.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to say.
You should be proud. You should be really proud of that.
Thanks.
It takes balls to do that, like metaphorical balls.
It's kind of second nature to me. I mean, in respect to making the videos and doing this stuff, I've been carrying on my whole life. But for it to have that kind of effect, although there would be some desire to help people, well, there is a huge desire to help people, but the avenues of being, as you say, authentic and that connecting with people isn't something that I fully am aware of, I suppose. It's nice that that's the case, but people do seem to relate to me and they even speak to me like they've known me my whole life. That happens quite a lot. I get sent lots and lots and lots of messages from people. A lot of them really lovely, most of them really lovely. That people talk to me, all walk up to me in the street and they're like, "Hey, Nat, how you going?" I'm like, I'm also quite an anxious person, so I'm like, "Hey, fuck, was I pissed and forgot your name?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, do I know you? Like, but it's nice.
Yeah. It takes a long time to get used to that, but what I found over the course of years is that you will accept the fact that all of them, I'm not even going to say most, I'm going to say all of them. Oh, where's he gone?
Oh, shit, I'm here. Our power's gone out. Hang on.
They're all kind to you. Your electricity's gone out, dude.
It has. How do you like this? Phone source.
Funny.
I love it. But they're all going to be kind to you. And eventually you realize that. And people would always say to me, what does it feel like to have strangers talk to you in the street? And the honest answer is everyone's so kind to me. Like, how can you be mad about that? People are so nice to me.
Yeah, people are lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, can I add the small caveat of that's true face to face? You will not be surprised at all. I'm sure you're already having that is not necessarily the case in other forums where they don't have to have actual balls to talk. But face to face, Well, on the internet and whatever, I'm sure you're getting you must have some fuckwits going, oh, you don't even know how to cook or something. I don't know. What would they even say?
I don't know. I've had there's always some strange shit. There's some fucking There's some people who reckon they've fucking know me from places and shit. Like
Oh,
I've got a guy in Tasmania is like, oh, I hang out with this guy every Saturday at the bloody something hotel, and I was like, I've fucking never been to Tasmania. Like,
oh my
not
God.
out of, I just haven't made it there, you know. Or some guy in Melbourne reckons he was kicking me out of his bar for harassing people. It's like, I don't even know where that fucking bar is. I get that shit's a bit weird, but like, other than that, people are like, you know, overwhelmingly lovely, like you
People
say.
are.
People are
Overwhelmingly lovely. It's
Yeah.
a tiny group of people who are fuckwits, but people are overwhelmingly lovely. Hey, speaking of which, Dave Grohl. Tell us about Dave Grohl. What happened?
Fucking hell, that is wild shit.
Yael Stone as well, who's one of my favourite actors.
Who?
Yael Stone from Orange is the New Black and various
Yeah,
other.
yeah. Yael is an old friend of mine. Yeah, she's a fucking legend.
Tell us.
Okay, now I'm letting in.
Yeah, I've known her since I don't know, I was maybe 18, 19, just through our friends. Actually, people in my house are mates with her. Yeah, she's a champion. I was on the phone to her today. Yeah, she's lovely, and of course the Dave Grohl thing. That's a fucking huge spin out because I'm a massive Nirvana fan when I was a kid. Just fucking breaks into the music room to fucking play Nirvana constantly, and I'm a fucking just as a drummer, he's just a fucking idol, just for most drummers really. But yeah, anyway, I made a cameo, just one of the, like a shout out service thing for people who don't know what that is, and it's like a someone contacted me saying my mate Dave thinks he's fancies himself a bit of a musician and a barbecue chef, and he's having to isolate in Hawaii. Rev him up for fucking being stuck in Hawaii while we're all over here. So I did. You know, I'm never a fuckwit, but I fucking didn't know it was Dave Grohl. And then I got a message on Instagram from him. From one of he's got a new account where he's writing some of his stories, like some rock and roll stories, I think, to like fill some isolation space. And yeah, he messaged me, fucking flipped out. I was running around the room like, I'm not usually kind of starstruck heaps, but like, fucking holy shit! Wow, that was really exciting.
When you think of someone, because I found, like, I did a very brief stint in commercial radio where celebrities are coming through the door all the time, and I honestly, I don't say this like I'm up myself, but I didn't care. I honestly didn't care. But every now and then in your role, you'll meet someone and it'll be unexpected. Like for me, it was Penny Wong, where I'm like, oh my god, there's Penny Wong, and I love you so that I can't speak. And I'm being a fucking fawning idiot.
Yeah.
Is that Dave Grohl for you, or would there be like who would blow your mind if they went, I'm all over Nat?
Who'd blow my mind? There's some stand-up comics, I suppose. Bill Burr walked past me while I was in the States a few months ago. That was pretty wild.
Gave you a shout out or just a walk past?
No, he just walked past. Didn't give a fuck. No, he didn't. No, in terms of starstruck, I was like, fuck. Well, I've been living near Hollywood for a little while in LA, so we run into some weird, didn't think you were coming celebrities. But I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not really good at this game.
No, I know what you mean.
Say again, sorry?
What were you doing in LA?
Well, trying to explore the big, wide world of opportunity over there, I suppose. Just push further and harder for what I'm doing and try and turn it into a career over there. Turns out you just need to lock me down in Sydney and things will go better. But yeah, we're over there for 6 months or something, and then we're trying to kind of. The view is to kind of head back there eventually. I love the States.
There, like in terms of the big picture, who knows if we all know we fucking know nothing. Like if coronavirus teaches us anything, none of us know anything.
Yeah,
and we don't know what's going to happen. But if we could say to you now, okay, Nat, so you can have a sitcom. You can have a cooking show. You can have a Caesar's Palace with bloody Celine Dion for the next 10 years. What would you take?
What would I take out of those three? Or
what's your vision?
What's the dream?
Well, the dream is to, I don't know, it's fucking cheesy as it sounds, is to keep doing what I'm doing, to keep fucking making people laugh. And if I can find somewhere that pays some money, you know, and I get to be myself and I get to keep doing this without having to fucking sell out in some shitty way, which I won't do, then that's the dream, is to be able to, might be a show where I, you know, float around fucking playing rock and roll and going to shows and meeting people and cooking food and cracking jokes and doing all these things. I'm still trying to work that stuff out. I'm kind of doing, I suppose, what I want to be doing at the moment, and for what availability of mental health space I've got, this is pretty good for the moment. So I am looking to push this as far as it'll go. That's my goal. I'm never sleep. I'm always fucking trying to think of something. But
can I give you an idea?
So yeah, sure.
I want to give you an idea just from purely based on what you just said. Then I, you know, in that sort of comedic, and Michelle weigh in that comedic duo where usually you've got like the straight man and the funny man, or straight woman, funny woman, whatever. I would love to see you going into like high profile people, whether they're politicians, whether they're sports people, whether they're celebrity, it doesn't really matter, but who aren't comedians, and teach them to cook.
Yeah.
Like watching you with your, no, just fucking chop it, Penny. Just fucking chop it. Like I would watch that all day long.
I had another idea in that. I had an idea where it was you and a clapped out old mole, sort of chubby old comedian. Buddhist, sort of leaning, riding on your coattails. That was my vibe.
Yeah, right.
See how it feels.
You're saying a co-host kind of.
On it. Yeah.
She's got contacts, I will say that. Like,
not as good as yours, I don't think. Oh, she doesn't know Dave Grohl. You're killing it, bub. I just think the great thing is you're at, I feel like you're at an age, whatever that age is, babe, where you're whatever things where you're past that. I feel like you're past that age where you'll just jump at anything, leap at anything. Like, it feels like you're ready to stay yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, stay your path, stay yourself, be yourself. And you've got your act, which is actually yourself, which is great. And
you're past a danger period. Like, one of the things I notice in stand-up, especially I do a lot of mentoring, you know, through the comedy festival and whatever. And the thing you see with young guys especially, you know, no offence, is that it usually starts out, you know, for a good 3 or 4 years cock and bong. Like, it's all like wanking, smoking dope, like porn, and it's like, okay, that's fine. Like, that can be funny. That's all fine. But there's kind of shelf life. And some of those guys get kind of narrowed into that lane. You're past that lane. You've bypassed that lane. We haven't come to you in that lane.
No.
And it is refreshing.
Yeah, thanks.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm lucky, sticking to my guns.
Yeah. No, you're going to be sweet. I think as long as you keep those, like, take, you know, again, I'm being a bit of a booger, but take the messages that fucking universe or whoever you believe in or whatever you believe in is serving up to you, and go, like, adapt with it, you know, which is what you've already done, and keep doing that. And I think you're going to be superstar.
Thanks. I hope so. Fucking scary, but yeah, maybe.
Oh, sweetheart, it's not scary. Look at you sitting in the dark using your phone.
The fucking toast.
Using your phone as a light because the electricity went off not even halfway. Towards the end of this chat, you're just like, no worries. I'm just going to use my phone as a light because I am ready for anything. You know what I used to say when I was younger? I used to say, when my hat falls off, I keep fucking dancing. Don't you worry about that. I'll keep dancing. You know?
I'll
Yeah,
do
right.
that, yeah.
That's what you do. My hat falls off. I keep dancing. I don't worry about nothing.
I
And that's
didn't
what you
notice.
keep the light on, right? It's so cute. And
Yeah. Keep
I feel
talking.
right, you're just ready for anything. And I swear to you, I have to think back now. And again, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I think, gosh, I remember worrying so much, being so worried all the time about what if. Mate, you're such a superstar. God,
Give it.
you're gonna be fine.
I don't want to scare Michelle because this will send her into, something that won't be pretty. But if we're still in ISO in, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, will you come back and tell us what you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
So I have to ask you live because then I can hold you to it.
Yeah, sure, righto.
So if we're still doing this godforsaken podcast in 3 months, it's because we're still in fucking isolation.
All right.
If that's you and your wang and your bloody leeks and your frozen fucking onion are coming back
I'll bring my frozen onion with me.
with some lights.
Yeah, I'll bring another phone with me. I'll have 2 next time.
Yes. I'm going to get off this phone call. I'm going to get off this and send my credit card details to your electricity provider, by the way, and just sort this shit out.
I don't know how the fucking internet's still running.
I know, right? That's what I'm
Good
thinking.
thing.
How come your internet's on but your lights are off? What's going on, Bubba?
This house is an enigma.
Because Dave Grohl's sitting on your front step with his bloody Bluetoothing you or something.
Yeah, he's fucking multimeter testing the power. The fuse is gone, champion. Yeah.
I love you more now than I did an hour and 3 minutes ago. I just think you're the most beautiful creature. And I thank you so much, honestly, though, no bullshit, for the joy you have brought me during ISO. ISO has been a fucking nightmare for me and personally, and I just can't thank you enough for the joy you have brought into my life, not to mention the delicious food that I've cooked. Thank you so much. That's what I reckon.
Yeah. I
Total pleasure.
And particularly because, as I said, I'm into food and I'm into making shit from scratch and all the rest of it. Like Laurie is not.
No.
And the fact that you've got her cooking shows your power. I am not into videos. I'm not even on Instagram. I don't know how to use any of that shit. The fact that I watched yours and shared it shows the power. So, you've smashed both.
Awesome.
You're wonderful and you bring in joy to the world, and what else could you want from life, really?
Oh, thanks. That's a nice buttering up. You guys are legends. Thank you.
You're the king of the middle-aged mums, and guess what, babe? We got money. We got money.
We have got disposable income.
We got money.
And buy some of your
We got money.
Your T-shirts better go above a size 12.
They do.
Excellent.
You do need them in plus sizes. I do need to say that.
We do those, yeah.
Okay.
All right, go and get your power on. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys are great. Thanks for having me. Bye. See ya. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Wasn't he amazing? I mean, he didn't talk a lot. I don't know if I'm still on. I think I still am. He didn't talk a lot. He was so shy, right? Gosh, what a beautiful person. Okay, I'm going to make him my mission. I was sitting there in the end thinking of all the people I was going to phone and send emails to and say, fuck, what are you doing for this guy? Let's get on to this guy. Let's make this guy happen and make him happen in his way, because he's magic. He's magic in a bottle, this guy. A beautiful little person. Not little person. You know what I mean? What a beautiful person. Okay. All my love to you. It's been a tough week in ISO for me. Just another one. I mean, that's not new. I hope you're going okay. The ScoMo reckons that we're going to be released soon. I hope that is for the best. I hope that you are staying well. Who knows? But just take care out there, okay? Thank you all. See you soon.